Okay, this video is for these people who own one of these Mastercraft Maristar 200 VRS. It's the 96-97 version. They did a fix on the hull, apparently in 98. Anyways, I bought one of these. If you have one of these, you'll find out if it doesn't have the hook put on the back by Mastercraft, then you're going to have a porpoising problem. About 25-35 miles an hour, porpoises like no tomorrow. It's kind of irritating. So apparently the fix for it was to put a hook on the transom from chine to chine. It's a little 1/8 hook, but that did lose about 2 miles an hour apparently on the top end, but that fixed it. So what I did is, since there is very little room, as you can see, between here and here, there's no room to put a trim tab on the other side. That's just not going to happen. So, but since we don't have an outdrive or a inboard-outboard, with V-drive you can put a trim tab on like this, and so as you can see, it's not adjustable. There's no actuator because, again, there's no room in between here. As you can see, we have about 9 inches on the transom. Very little room. So what I did is I made one. I got into a forum and a guy said he put one in the center. You can get a smart tab, but smart tab is then the faster it goes, the less it pushes down the nose. Anyways, so this is what I made here. Just let you know, this works 100%. Does not porpoise whatsoever. I actually gained 2 miles an hour on the top end. I'm hitting about 47 miles an hour. At 3,000 RPM with 4 people in the boat, I used to do about 30 miles an hour, approximately 30-31 with 4 people in the boat at 3,000 RPM. With this set the way it is now, I'm getting about 35 miles per hour. So I actually picked up some speed on the mid-range, which was pretty nice. The dimensions, you can see here, my plate is 10 inches wide, 10 inches deep. So you make your plate 12 by 10, and then you flare the tabs up, as you can see here, 1-inch flares on each end. The turnbuckle that I used here, pretty straightforward. As you can see, I have 10 inches from that point to that point, and it's adjusted about halfway out, so I got lots of room. Just make yourself a plate. I just used angle aluminum here, and this is an aluminum hinge. You can get this in stainless. It's like a piano hinge. Once you use 3M 5200 adhesive, the glue holds it on better than the actual screws do. Once you scuff your fiberglass and your aluminum with like an 80 grit, put it on there, wash it with acetone, and then glue it on. You're not getting that thing off. You can actually probably take the screws out, and the 5200 will hold it in place. Anyways, that's about it. This worked 100%. The adjustment I have on this, I'll just show you the angle I got, kind of thing. If you go from the edge of the prop housing, you can see from the shaft to there, I got about a 1/8 gap. So that gives you an idea of the angle, the negative thrust I have, or the negative I have into it. So it pushes the nose down. This works great at all speeds. It did not lose my wake for slow speeds for wake surfing. It actually created a beautiful curl at slow speed. Still produced a nice wake at about 22 miles an hour for wakeboarding, and flattened right out at 35 plus for if you're a water skier. So anyways, this is an overall cheap, economic fix. This turnbuckle I got at Princess Auto up here in Canada. It was like 12 bucks, the piece of aluminum and everything, so probably about 30 bucks worth. Pretty cheap fix, I'd say. And over the winter months I'll take it off and I'll take it all down for anodizing, so it'll all look pretty. Get anodized black. The turnbuckle, I'm going to get a nice boot to cover the whole thing, automotive or whatever, to seal it all up so it'll look nice, and that's about it. So any other 96, 97 Maristar owners, this is what you need to do. Solve your porpoising problems. That's it.